Sarah, do you have a minute? I've been looking at the project tracker and I noticed you haven't updated your tasks in 3 days. That's not like you at all. Is everything okay?
To be honest, Mark, I'm struggling. I feel like I'm running on empty. I wake up in the morning and the thought of opening my laptop makes me want to stay under the covers forever.
I'm sorry to hear that. It sounds like you're hitting a wall. You've been working 10-hour days for the last 2 months since the merger started. Anyone would be exhausted.
It's not just the hours, it's the constant pressure. Every email feels like an emergency. I can't even enjoy my dinner without checking my phone for notifications. I think I'm burnt out.
You need to take a real break. Not just a weekend, but a full week where you delete the Slack app from your phone. If you don't stop now, you're going to get sick.
I want to, but I feel so guilty. If I leave for a week, all my work falls on you and the rest of the team. I don't want to be the reason we miss the deadline.
Listen to me. The team would rather have you gone for a week than have you quit because you've had a breakdown. I'll talk to the manager and help redistribute your tasks.
Do you really think he'll understand? He's always talking about maximum productivity.
He'll understand that a burnt-out employee isn't productive at all. Go home early today. I'll handle the afternoon meeting.
Thank you, Mark. I think I really needed to hear that today. Mark, can you hear me? My Wi-Fi is acting up again, and I think my screen is frozen.
I can hear you, but your video is very laggy. It looks like you're a character from an old video game. Is your neighbor still doing construction work?
Yes! They started drilling at 8 a.m. right against my office wall. I've tried moving to the kitchen, but the signal is even worse there. I miss the quiet of the office.
I know what you mean. Working from home was great for the first month, but now I feel like I never actually leave work. My dining table is covered in cables and monitors.
Exactly! There's no boundary anymore. I find myself answering emails at 10 p.m. because my office is only 2 meters away from my bed.
Plus, I miss the social side of things. I'm tired of talking to a screen all day. I haven't had a real conversation with a colleague in person for weeks.
I agree. I'm starting to talk to my plants. Yesterday, I asked my cactus if it liked the new marketing strategy. It didn't reply, which was disappointing.
Maybe we should suggest a hybrid model to the boss. 2 days in the office and 3 days at home. That way we get the best of both worlds.
That would be perfect. I'll write a proposal if my internet stays stable for more than 10 minutes. Oh, wait. Are you still there?
I'm here. Let's hope the drilling stops soon. Sarah, I am so sorry for calling you at 11:15 p.m. I know this is totally inappropriate, but we have a major crisis with the European server.
Sarah?
Mark, what's going on? I was fast asleep.
Is the website down?
It's worse. There was a security breach an hour ago, and the customer database is exposed. The IT team is working on it, but they need the authorization codes that only you have.
Oh my God, are you serious? I'm turning on my computer right now. Give me 2 minutes to log into the secure portal.
I wouldn't have called if it wasn't a total emergency. The CEO is already on the other line, and he's panicking about the legal implications.
Okay, I'm in. I see the unauthorized access attempts. This looks like a sophisticated attack. I'm generating the new codes and sending them to the IT lead now.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I'll make sure the company compensates you for this. Nobody should have to deal with this kind of stress in the middle of the night.
Let's just fix the problem first. I've sent the codes. Tell the team to reset the firewall immediately. I'm staying online until we confirm the breach is closed.
You're a lifesaver, Sarah. I'll stay on the line with you. We'll get through this.
So, Sarah, be honest with me. How did I do this morning? I felt like I was rambling in the middle section when I was explaining the budget.
Honestly, Sarah, you're overthinking it. Your energy was great, and the slides were very professional. The board members were nodding their heads the whole time.
Really? I was so worried that I was being too technical. I saw Mr. Thompson looking at his watch twice, and I thought I was losing his interest.
Mr. Thompson always looks at his watch. I think it's just a habit he has. But when you started talking about the potential for growth in Asia, he looked very impressed.
That's a relief. Is there anything I think you should change for the next meeting? I want to make sure the final pitch is perfect.
If I had to give one piece of advice, it would be to simplify the charts on slide 5. There was a lot of data, and it was a bit hard to read from the back of the room.
That makes sense. I'll use a different format for the numbers to make them stand out more. What about my tone of voice? Was I speaking too fast?
Maybe a little bit at the beginning because of the nerves, but you settled into a good rhythm after a few minutes. You looked very confident.
Thanks for the feedback, Mark. It really helps to get an honest opinion from someone I trust.
Sarah, have you heard the latest gossip from the accounting department? Everyone is talking about it in the break room today.
No, I've been stuck in meetings all morning. What's going on? Is it something about the annual bonuses?
No, it's about Jim from sales and Elena from HR. Apparently, they were seen having a very romantic dinner at that fancy Italian restaurant downtown last night.
Jim and Elena? You're kidding. I thought they couldn't stand each other. They're always arguing during the weekly staff meetings.
Well, they say there's a thin line between love and hate. They were holding hands and looking very happy, according to the receptionist who saw them.
This is going to be a problem. Doesn't the company have a strict policy about dating between departments, especially when one person is in HR?
Exactly. That's why everyone is so shocked. If the manager finds out, one of them might have to move to a different branch or even find a new job.
It's a risky move. I've seen office romances end badly before, and it makes things so awkward for everyone else in the office.
I agree. I prefer to keep my private life and my work life completely separate, but I have to admit it's a juicy story.
It certainly is. But let's keep it between us. I don't want to be part of the rumor mill. So, Mark, are you ready for our trip to Tokyo next week? I've just received the final itinerary from the travel department.
I'm getting there. I've just finished renewing my passport and getting the necessary currency. But the schedule looks absolutely packed. We have meetings from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day.
I know, it's going to be intense. But we do have one free afternoon on Friday before our flight back. I was thinking we could visit some of the temples or go to a traditional tea house.
That sounds like a great idea. I've always wanted to see the Meiji Shrine. Do you think we'll have time for some shopping? My kids have a long list of Japanese toys they want.
We can definitely squeeze in an hour at a toy store. By the way, how are you with long flights? It's a 13-hour journey from here.
I'm terrible at sleeping on plans. I usually just watch 3 or 4 movies and drink way too much coffee. What about you?
I've invested in a very expensive neck pillow and some noise-canceling headphones. I'm hoping to sleep for at least half the flight so I'm not a zombie when we arrive.
Good luck with that. I'm more worried about the jet lag. Tokyo is 9 hours ahead of us. It's going to take me a week to recover.
Well, at least the food will be amazing. I'm looking forward to the authentic sushi and ramen.
Me too. That's definitely the highlight of the trip for me. Hello, Sarah. Thank you for meeting with me today. I've been with the company for 2 years now, and I've recently taken on a lot of new responsibilities.
Hello, Mark. Yes, I've seen the reports on the new project you're leading. You're doing a fantastic job, and the client is very happy with the results.
I appreciate that. Because my role has evolved so much, I'd like to discuss the possibility of a salary increase. I've researched the market rate for my current duties, and I believe a 12% raise is fair.
12% is a significant increase, Mark. As you know, the company is being very careful with the budget this year due to the economic situation.
I understand the budget constraints. However, in the last 6 months, I've saved the department over $40,000 by optimizing our vendor contracts. I feel that my contribution justifies the request.
You make a very strong case. Your performance has been exceptional. I can't approve 12% today, but I can offer an 8% increase starting next month with a performance bonus at the end of the year.
8% is a good start, but I was really hoping for something in the double digits. Could we meet in the middle at 10%?
Let me talk to the finance director this afternoon. If he agrees, we can finalize the paperwork by Friday. Does that sound reasonable?
That sounds very fair. Thank you for listening to my request, Sarah.
Okay, Mark. Everyone is in the conference room. We have a major problem. The main supplier just informed us that they can't deliver the components for another 6 weeks.
6 weeks, but the product launches in 4 weeks. If we don't have those components, we can't finish the assembly. This is a disaster.
I know. We need to find an alternative supplier immediately. I've already contacted 2 other companies, but their prices are 20% higher, and they can't guarantee the quality.
We can't compromise on quality or we'll have a nightmare with returns later. What about the backup stock in the warehouse? Do we have anything left from the previous version?
I've checked, and we only have enough for about 100 units. We need 5,000 for the launch. We're in a very tight spot.
Okay, here's what we do. We need to be honest with the marketing team. We might have to delay the launch by 2 weeks and offer a discount to customers who pre-ordered.
The marketing director is going to be furious. They've already spent thousands on the advertising campaign.
It's better than launching with no products to sell. Meanwhile, I'll fly out to the supplier's headquarters tomorrow and see if I can convince them to prioritize our order.
That's a bold move. It might be our only chance. I'll prepare the data for your meeting while you book your flight.
Sarah, I have some news. I've decided to go back to university to study landscape architecture. I'm leaving the corporate world at the end of the month.
Surprised? Landscape architecture. Mark, you've been a successful software developer for 15 years. That's a huge change. What brought this on?
I'm just tired of staring at a screen for 40 hours a week. I want to create something physical, something that grows and changes with the seasons. I want to be outside.
I admire your courage, but aren't you worried about the financial side of things? You'll be a student again, and it will take years to build a new career.
I've been saving for this for a long time. I've realized that being happy is more important than having a high salary. My soul needs a change.
I think I understand. I sometimes dream of opening my own bakery, but I'm too scared to leave the security of my job. You're actually doing it.
It's scary, definitely, but I'd rather try and fail than spend the next 20 years wondering what if. Life is too short to be stuck in an office if your heart isn't in it.
You're right. I'm going to miss working with you, but I'm also very happy for you. You're going to be an amazing architect.
Thanks, Sarah. I'll make sure to design a beautiful garden for you one day.
Mark, I've just looked at the latest draft of the logo you sent over. It's not at all what we discussed in our last meeting. It's far too modern for our brand.
I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. However, in our initial brief, you mentioned you wanted the brand to feel fresh and innovative. This design reflects that.
Yes, but it also needs to be professional and trustworthy. This looks like something for a teenage gaming company, not a financial consulting firm.
I understand your point, but if we stay too traditional, you won't stand out from your competitors. We need to find a balance.
I'm not paying for a balance. I'm paying for a logo that my clients will respect. We need to go back to the classic font and the blue color palette we agreed on.
I can make those changes, but it will take another 5 hours of work and that will exceed the original budget we set.
This is a revision, Mark. Your contract says that 2 rounds of revisions are included in the price.
Revisions are for small changes, but you're asking for a completely different concept. That takes a lot more time and effort.
Look, let's meet in the middle. You make the changes to the font and color, and I'll pay an extra 10% for the additional time. Does that work for you?
That's fair. I'll have the new version ready for you by Thursday morning.